Good afternoon, Vineland High School soccer fans, and welcome to the varsity fields today as the Vineland High School girls varsity team hosts Ocean City in a South Jersey matchup. We are underway now. Kyle Bennett, Matt Castorina on the call here. Matt, we were at the other field on Monday. Vineland with an unfortunate 2-0 loss to EHT. Now playing even stiffer competition against an Ocean City squad who I believe is 4-0 coming into this matchup, and they seem to be the cream of the crop in New Jersey so far in this early go.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a big test for them today. Very high quality opponent, a lot of dangerous goal scorers, a lot of talent on this team. And they're pretty deep too. They can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Naomi Nuihe on the ball here. Definitely one of their biggest threats. 9 goals on the season already. The hard thing when you face a team like this that has so many players, you almost like when there's just one dominant player because it's easier to mark one person. You have, maybe 4 or 5 threatening, dangerous goal scorers. That poses a huge problem when you're trying to mark and defend.
Vineland in their home reds, black shorts. Ocean City in all white in this matchup, and Ocean City on the board.
Naomi Nuihe with her 10th goal of the season. Standing on the line, I think Ocean City took that corner pretty quickly, which you can do, of course. I think there's advantages to doing that. You saw it there. I honestly don't think Vineland even got set within the first 2 minutes of the game, conceding. Not an ideal start. Need a little more alertness on defense there.
Ocean City's kind of been on this dominant run for quite some time. Obviously have had some players graduate, but 2019 state champions. They've won a couple of trophies, and they've just had this long stretch of dominance now where they're the team to beat when it comes to South Jersey, at the very least, varsity soccer, and one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've put the Cape Atlantic League on the map in a lot of ways. Not typically a league that has a lot of success in New Jersey soccer, both boys and girls, to be honest. Not typically a conference that's producing a lot of state recognition. A lot of the talent typically does collect in North Jersey, so they've done a great job, I think, and their coaches talked about that, of putting them on the map and finding ways to encourage better talent development in South Jersey, because you certainly have players here that are capable of doing that. It's all about building that infrastructure, and Ocean City have been able to do that for sure.
And on Monday, we saw Vineland come out we were looking for that aggressiveness from them in that first half. They came out looking like a completely different team in the second half, just weren't able to capitalize on any goal-scoring opportunities. But hopefully we see that aggression continue and kind of that assertiveness where they're not afraid to step to a ball, not afraid to put a ball through and try to create opportunities against an Ocean City team that you're going to have to take risks against.
Yeah, absolutely. When you know that you're coming up against a good team, you're going to have to, like you said, take some risks. I think be aggressive in moments. Vineland's definitely going to have to continue, like you said, on that second half performance from Monday evening. And so far, it's, outside of the early goal, I think it's been just tightly contested in that midfield space. Neither team has really been able to hold possession a ton. Good communication there out of the back from Vineland. Like the composure at the back. You don't want to just be clearing at the first chance you get. Get your head up, find the open space,
Good ball.
find the open player.
Again, is the right idea, and we saw that late in that Egg Harbor game where Vineland was taking those opportunities, kind of getting those set pieces properly, getting opportunities, and they've been aggressive here when they've had the opportunity so far. Just need to get it a little bit further down at Ocean City's end to capitalize on them.
It was a good testing ball there. Those McKenna Chisholm for Ocean City. A little too straight. She was looking to get it diagonal, but she did break Vineland's line there. That's definitely something to be focused on if you're in the midfield for Vineland today. It's not allowing that space and time to pick your head up, pick a perfect pass. You give a talented player that time.
Ocean City with a shot, goes wide. foot of Katie Maxwell.
Good connection on the shot, too. That's one that if it's on target, that's going to really test the keeper. But we've seen good movement so far from Ocean City. Good off-the-ball movement, too. You know, making those second, third runs. That's what gives defenses lots of problems when you have to track not one, but two, maybe three runners.
Stockbridge on the goal kick there. Ocean City regains possession.
Nice 1-2 there. It's good possession from Vineland. Great turn.
Good feed.
Finds Newton in the middle.
Cuccinello with the shot. Good save there by Ocean City.
That's a good spell of possession though for Vineland though. You saw them, work it down this side, work it towards the middle. You heard good communication, good passing. I think that was a good passage of play.
It was cohesive. They were communicating very well there, and just good, 1-2 touch and move it down the field. And hopefully that continues here for Vineland. It's something that they learned from kind of an off-balance first half against EHT. And like you mentioned, outside of that early goal that we've had for Ocean City here, Vineland's played pretty well against one of the top teams in the state.
Yeah, any coach will tell you, and they love to tell you, that you can't outrun the ball. The ball is going to move faster than you. You have to be pretty fast to outrun a pass. So you always want to be working the ball that way. Make it easy on yourself.
Ocean City throw in here right in front of our table.
Good win by Nia Murtis. She's going to be asked to do a lot today again, just like she was Monday. Looks like today they're maybe playing like a 4-3-3. Maybe try and have some number advantages in that final third, that middle third, if your attackers drop back. Be interested to see if that changes at all during the game.
Great job by Vineland there to regain possession and keep it away from Ocean City for the time being.
You can see Ocean City's playing with a sweeper. They got one defender playing back just to avoid any long balls over the top. The good thing if you're an attacker is you can play that line. You can play into that space and be on side tilt, but that's definitely something to keep an eye on for Vineland here against Ocean City. It's going to be hard to make those through balls, those passes, because when you have a sweeper like that, they're able to sweep the ball away, and really clean up.
Sure what the call is there.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on what the foul was, but Ocean City with a good opportunity now, their first test. Their first free kick of the game, corner kick, resulted in a goal.
Good step two there by Vineland.
Love the aggressiveness there from Newton. She knows she's going to get contact there. In that instance, whether it's a legal hit or not, that you're going to maybe get fouled, but didn't back away from the challenge. Dunks the head in, takes the hit, wins a foul for her team. You like to see that.
It's Vineland with a big opportunity here to try to equalize this one as we get another whistle.
I think Ocean City maybe wasn't the required 10 yards back. Some encroachment. Referee didn't like what he saw. We don't have the budget for the spray foam like we do.
Another good feed from Vine, just over the crossbar. Great proper execution, especially on a do-over, if you will. You know, Ocean City can kind of see what you're scheming, and you don't have too much time to adjust there on what you want to do on the free kick. So to be able to, you know, execute that nearly as flawless as possible.
Yeah, the first one looked like something off the practice field, you know, like they playing it to the back post, maybe something they had worked on. That one was just a direct effort. It was well hit, but just couldn't find the target.
Good defense there by Vineland.
Let's watch here if Ocean City take this quick again.
This is where they capitalized early. Ocean City with a 1-0 lead in this one so far. There's the feed. And over the top of the crossbar.
In Ocean City there, they got Naomi Nuihe on that near post. Attracts a lot of attention because you know that she's a danger, but then they send about 4 or 5 runners into the box. The trouble with that is it's hard to communicate who's picking up who in that situation. That's why you see that deployed a lot, especially at this level where you know it's just hard to communicate. It can cause a lot of havoc in the area on a corner where it's already a little bit chaotic.
Right idea there, just a good stop by Ocean City.
You can already see, you know, something we talked about Monday night with Vineland. There's big gaps in the midfield and the attack. You've seen that today. They've really had someone drop in or work back to receive that ball.
Ball looked like it slipped through the hands and rolled all the way out. So Vineland's got a corner kick here. Another big opportunity for the Fighting Clan to try to equalize this. Ocean City with a 1-0 lead.
Vineland to do the same thing, send in 4 runners.
There's the feed. Kind of corkscrewed a bit there, but Vineland sending it back. Ocean City can't handle it, so Vineland's got to throw in here. They're going to move quickly. And this is more similar to what we saw in the second half against EHT from Vineland. The aggressiveness, getting the ball in the opponent's end, and trying to just create opportunities. And, you know, the more opportunities you give yourself to create, there's a better chance that you're going to capitalize on at least one of them. So the aggressiveness has carried over so far for the Fighting Clan. Good save there as Ocean City was coming in hot.
Yeah, you can already tell in this first half it's a hallmark of this Ocean City team. They're not afraid to play quick. Tells me, too, you got some smart players that know when to take advantage. Chisholm saw that Naomi Nuihe was making a good run. Finally, the defenders weren't locked in yet.
So far, it seems like in a lot of these instances, especially with the throw-ins, Vineland's trying to match that speed with Ocean City, not letting them get set up and just trying to find the first person open to start creating and getting their opportunities. So we'll see if Vineland can try to match the speed here as this game progresses that Ocean City's put on display so far.
It's Chisholm again with that ball over the top. That's about the 3rd or 4th one that she's attempted today. She's got 4 assists on the season. You can see why. She's always got her head up looking to play that diagonal, play it over top. She knows she has willing runners, and it's about just making that connection.
Good feed for Ocean City. We'll see if Vineland can defend it. And that goes out of bounds. So we'll have a goal kick for the Fighting Clan here. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV. It's where you get live broadcasts of sports, board meetings, events going on throughout the district during the 2023-2024 school year and beyond. Be sure to click that bell icon so you don't miss out on any broadcast. You'll get a notification on your device of choice whenever we go live, just like we are today here.
It's a great pass through.
It's youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV.
You just couldn't get on the end of that, and you just saw the benefit of having that sweeper for Ocean City. Someone's able to step up immediately, clear the danger. And it's a tough thing, you know. Not many teams play with a sweeper, right? So it's a tough thing to adjust to as the attacking team. You're not used to someone being there, you know, maybe 5-10 yards back. So it's an adjustment mentally you have to make as well.
I think one of the bigger changes we've seen so far for Vineland roster-wise is early on and, you know, kind of early in that second half as well, Vineland had a good stop there.
It's brave goalkeeping by Liliana Lopez.
Vineland had Anaya Gonzalez playing up top for most of that first half and into the second half against the HT. She's playing in the back now, and I think that's a benefit. She's got a big leg. She can send the ball, and I think that was something Vineland was missing going toe-to-toe against the HT. So to have somebody with a power kick like Anaya Gonzalez has, I think will benefit them against this Ocean City team. So we'll see how that, you know, switch up for Coach Garton's back end, you know, decides to play out, and I think it's a smart move.
Absolutely, yeah. I think even Stockbridge, I think, is playing on the right side today, that center back. Saw her sort of floating in through the middle at times. You always have to think about especially your center back partnerships. You want to kind of match their skill sets. If you have someone who's quicker, you're okay with putting someone who's maybe a little slower but better on the ball.
Off the crossbar.
It's a great first touch. Set herself up really well for that shot.
Good composure by the Fighting Clan there defensively to not, you know, shatter under the pressure there. You know, you have Ocean City coming at you at all angles there. Get a shot off. Vineland defensively, these last two games now so far have been very stellar for the most part. And you want to see that composure continue here against Ocean City as they have so far this afternoon.
Yeah, it's easy to panic in big situations like that, right? Especially after one goes off the bar. Like we said earlier, you know, you see times where instead of just clearing it immediately, pick the head up. In that case, Liliana Lopez comes out after the flick on, composes the game immediately. It's a great interception by Nia Murtis.
Good ball placement. Victoria Hoadley trying to manage this one.
It's well defended.
It's going Ocean City's way. Gonzalez puts it in a good spot there for Vineland. Just unable to step to.
That is a fantastic pass just off sides, but talking about a 40-yard pass that takes about 2 defenders out of the game immediately.
Stockbridge going to take this kick here. Ocean City will maintain.
It's great pressing by Vineland to win the ball back.
Cuccinello sends it. That's Hoadley. She's got to make a move. Vineland's going to get a throw in here. Finally going to call a substitution here.
It's a great turn.
Oh, just out of the reach.
I think that was Newton on that back post, maybe an inch or two away from connecting on that. It was a great passage of play though from Vineland. Some quick passing in the midfield. It's a great ball in. Nearly found its target.
And that's who you want to get the ball to. It's Koskabas that was there, almost had an opportunity to put it in with her head. She's been Vineland's go-to goal scorer so far in the early go this season.
Look at that. Head's immediately up, scanning. Where's my pass? It's great defending again by Nia Murtis. And wins the throw. Always feels good as a defender when you play one out off the attack and win the throw. You gotta take the little victories when you get them as a defender. It's a pretty thankless job.
Good feed, Hoadley. Just unable to get under it enough. Stockbridge, good recovery there for Vineland. Another one over the crossbar for Naomi Niawe.
It's great positioning by her again, though. Finding the space. Those are the kind of instincts that it's hard to coach into a player. It's hard to learn as a player. Sometimes you just have that instinct. Sometimes as you get older, too, you get that just better awareness of the game. Just knowing where to put yourself inside the box where the ball is likely to go.
Just out of the reach of Liliana Lopez.
It's Katie Maxwell, I believe. It's her second of the season. Saw her earlier connect on a volley really sweetly. Wasn't on target. That one was. Ocean City have been really threatening when they find themselves in that final third. Make Vineland pay again. Vineland have not been able to really connect on the chances they've built. Ocean City have. That's really the difference in this half. I don't think Ocean City have controlled this game in a dominating fashion. I think it's been pretty back and forth. They've just certainly been more clinical when they've had those opportunities. Good chance for Vineland here, winning possession. Great challenge.
Good feed there.
Well, here's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity now to put one in. In a dangerous area here.
It's going to be Amanda Nemeth taking the kick here. Finally looking to cut Ocean City's lead in half as they lead 2-0. Nemeth sends it.
She was just hoping someone to run onto that. All it needs there is just a touch. Keeper's not going to be able to react in time. Ocean City earned themselves another corner. Threatening position. You see there, you have an attacker on the keeper too. Always makes it hard to come out and claim a ball if you want to. Cycling out now.
Here's the kick. Vineland escapes the trouble there as that one goes out of bounds and they'll get a goal kick. Stockbridge. Finally gets the deflection there. Trying to make some magic happen here in this first half.
It's a well-won free throw on the far side.
Great step two by Ocean City.
This might be Chisholm down for Ocean City. See here, Vineland just having a chat, trying to assess things, work things out. The little self-diagnosis with still about a half of this half to play. If I'm Vineland, I'm okay with how things are going so far. You know, you're down 2-0, which is obviously not great, but I think performance-wise, you've been hanging pretty well in this game so far. You've created some chances for yourself. Realistically, you're gonna have to do a lot of work to limit Ocean City's chances. You know, they're a good team. You're not gonna necessarily stop them from finding their way into the final third, but you know, in terms of matching that offensive output, they've gotten close, and I think you know, it can be frustrating. You're down 2-0. You feel like you've played pretty all right.
That was McKenna Chisholm down for Ocean City. She's been a big part of Ocean City's game plan so far in this one. Hopefully she's okay, and we'll see if she comes back into this one at all or if they just hold her out. But
yeah, hard to tell what I don't know if there's a tangling of the legs there or what, but like you said, she has definitely been a big factor in this first half for Ocean City. You know, we talked about her. Anytime she was on the ball, that head was up immediately. She was their most willing passer, I think, to play those long diagonal balls that can just beat any defender. Lopez just closing down the angle there, making it hard on the attacker to find a finish from that angle. That's good goalkeeping.
Stockbridge going to take the goal kick here.
Those types of challenges in the midfield we weren't seeing as much against Ed Carver. You know, those 50-50s, kind of put your body on the line challenges. It's good to see that from Vineland today, being willing to get aggressive and physical like that.
Here's a chance for Vineland if they can settle. A great job by Ocean City to clear that one away. Sophia DeVito.
It's a good clearance.
Great challenge by Stockbridge.
It's a great flick on that far side by Cascabas.
Sophia DeVito gets challenged there, and Ocean City comes up with it.
Naomi trying her shot at playmaking. She's been set up a few times today. Trying to return the favor to the teammate there. It's a good win in the midfield. Again, that's that advantage you get with the sweeper. That ball, you feel like you're breaking the lines, and then you look up, defender there. I think if I'm Vineland, I'm willing to push my offensive line. You can play to the last defender. There's no reason that you have to leave that gaps of space. Problem is then you extend a little bit. Leave yourself space in the midfield that Ocean City could exploit. It's good work by Katie Maxwell down that wing.
Good clear out by Vineland to slow the pace there, kind of get rid of the havoc going on in your end, and make Ocean City readjust as they'll get a throw in here.
And hasn't really found it in that attacking third in a little bit here in this game. You wonder too if, early on in the game you got a lot of energy, might expel a lot of that. It's Liliana Lopez Just softens that one into the midsection there. It's a good warm-up shot. That's when you feel good about it. That one gets a little bit of the confidence.
Wakes you back up a little bit.
Absolutely. Although she certainly hasn't had much time to rest so far today. She's been tested and pretty regularly. You know, Vineland really haven't had that opportunity in that final third for a little bit in this game. Don't want energy levels to wane too much. Lopez claims that one again.
Good send. Ocean City's just there to settle it.
Yeah, that's a skill that's, heading the ball. It's something that's getting taken out of the youth game, obviously for some concerns of repeated hits to the head, subconcussive hits. That's a skill actually that at the high school level is the first time you're usually really able to start practicing that. So it can be a big advantage if you have players that are, not just good at it, but also willing. So willingness, because, to go up and get the ball, because it's a little bit of intimidation factor when a ball's dropping 40, 50 yards out of the sky towards you.
Gonzalez curves this one. Just unable to get underneath of it. It's Lena Smith.
It's the right idea. Ashlyn Newton in the midfield. Another Ocean City throw. Last part of the first half looked to take a pretty sizable 3-0 lead in.
Lopez comes up with that one.
Space in the midfield here. Just hoping they could have got onto that a little, like half a touch quicker. It's good movement again through the midfield.
Shot just off the target there. Ocean City's goalkeeper able to come up with it.
That was good, though. That was some of the best passage of play I think we've seen in a little bit from Vineland, working their way through the midfield. Some composure, 1-2 touch. Everyone moving off the ball. It's great pressing up top by Nemeth.
Vineland about a step and a half behind there.
I think, again, I think when you're in that attacking third, I think I would be encouraging my attackers, if I'm Vineland, to play up to that sweeper. In a situation where maybe you're in your defensive third, you don't want to be pushing that line too much and create too much space, but when you're in that final third, make that run.
Especially when you're down 2 scores and looking for your first score of the week.
Right. On the Ocean City team, that they're going to be able to create chances. You're going to, especially the state of the game as it is now, when you're already down 2, like you said, you're going to have to make chances. And I think, again, you can press that back line.
Great job by Gonzalez there to
That's a great flick.
just over the crossbar.
That was a little bit of just ingenuity out of nothing there. Almost led to a really beautiful goal. Nice challenge.
Good ball.
It's good pressure, though, you know. You want to, especially sweeper doesn't get challenged a lot. You're okay with getting a little physical.
Great job by Neomurtis there to step to that free kick.
See, again, you got maybe 15 yards of space between that midfield and attack again. Just makes your life a little bit harder when you have to play those long passes, and it gives the defender time to step in front of that ball. You know, when Vineland was finding success, they did have someone dropping from that attacking 3 down. Great touch into space by Katie Maxwell.
Gonzalez there to prevent the damage. Lena Smith, good move there.
Great move to get past the defender. Keeps that in play very well. Yay. On her bike.
And he always going to have
I think they may be calling that for a handball. I think on the deflection might have. Not much she can do about that. She'll be a little frustrated, I think, but can't play with the hand, can't make your silhouette bigger. Not sure if they're calling handball or offside. She's a little incredulous at that. She wanted that second goal. And you know, you want that from your attacker too. You want your attacker,
your leading
attacker.
goal scorer
Absolutely.
to have that swagger and confidence.
Well, you want them also complaining like if they don't already have a goal today. You want that hunger from them. You can't put that in someone. Like the kids would say they got that dog.
And that's going to do it for the first half here at Vineland High School. The Fighting Clan trailing 2-0 here against Ocean City. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel for second half action. Kyle Bennett, Matt Castorina, and Doug Diola producing today's program. We'll be back in just a bit for the second half. And welcome back to second half action here from Vineland High School for girls varsity soccer between the Fighting Clan and Ocean City. Kyle Bennett, Matt Castorina here. And Matt, we saw a very competitive first half from the Fighting Clan, down 2-0 to this very talented Ocean City team. But we were talking once we signed off, it doesn't feel like an insurmountable lead as long as Vineland continues to apply that pressure that we saw throughout that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Vineland still played a pretty good half, all things considered. We were able to create some chances. We definitely saw some really good moments of play there. We were able to build from their midfield into the attack. And the real difference was Ocean City had just been more clinical in that first half. When they got their chances, even the half chances they were able to finish. Vineland haven't been able to create a ton of clear-cut chances. I hope that changes in this second half.
And a good feed, nobody there to capitalize. Good early ball movement here from the Fighting Clan, just keeping it down in Ocean City's end. They just have to find that one opportunity to have somebody there on the receiving end of these passes that they're being able to clear so far.
Yeah, that one just hitting a little too long for anyone to get on the end of, but it's Gonzalez with a good win off the clearance. Good footwork on that far side. Just cut off by the Ocean City defense, though.
Stockbridge able to cut that one off as Ocean City was looking to bring it the other way.
She had to be really alert to that one. That was a really intuitive flick on there.
Throw in here for Ocean City.
Gonzalez with a good clear. We're going to play the bounce. It's a great touch out wide for Cascabas.
Great feed. Just a step behind once again are the Fighting Clan, so Ocean City able to clear that one out. Good challenge, played the ball.
Naya with good defending there. The Ocean City attacker actually rotated a lot of steam. Something we didn't see in Monday's game so far today too was Liliana Lopez taking the goal kicks there. They're finally trying to make sure they have maybe some number advantages elsewhere on the field. See Stockbridge stepping up into the midfield a little bit more so far early in this half than we saw in the first.
Great. It's a great switch to the field and pass. Koskova just ran out of real estate.
Gets a little unlucky. Bounce. Just tries to cross it in. Comes back off top of her. Kaskabas. Great touch. Able to keep it in play as Ashley Rhodes. Naomi was on it. She hit a next level burner going into the 18-yard box there to try and get on the end of that one. That was a great run down this wing by Ashley Rhodes, though.
Ocean City threatening here. Good deflection by Stockbridge.
Gonzalez there to clean it up again. She's done it already a few times this half. She's been called upon.
Cross pass hits on the outside of the net there, so Vineland will have a goal kick. Kaskabas sends it. Ashlyn Newton turns. Nobody there. Kaskabas was out in front.
Good step by Sophia DeVito. Saw that there was a break on. Comes out, concedes a throw, but stops Ocean City from having a big rush. Great close control, switches the play wonderfully. Nia Burtis can have some time on the ball.
Finally going to maintain possession here as they continue to try applying pressure and looking for their first goal of this game. Ooh, that went off the head deflection. Sends Ocean City's player to the grass. Hopefully she's okay. Gets up under her own power.
It's always a tough one.
I believe it was Corinne McDonald.
Tracking this one.
Kaskabas trying to make something happen. Gonna have to switch it here.
Ashley Newton had the right idea there, saw the give and go. Just well defended by Ocean City again. That is a great touch and run by Naomi.
Naomi draws Lopez out of the goal and is able to send it past Liliana Lopez, and Ocean City now with a 3-0 lead.
Just great individual play by her. Controls the ball well, takes the touch around the defender, know that she has that speed and that acceleration to get around her. Really composed finish too. You can see why she's on her 11th goal of the season there. She had 16 last season. It's a lot of talent there.
16 all of last year, and this is just game 5 for Ocean City this year. So
They've had some big wins, notably 8-0 versus Deptford last week. We were talking on Monday. Vineland was playing at Carver, that Ocean City had beaten them 6-1. It's a great step by Stockbridge.
Lopez able to track that one down.
Escobar's going to play the bounce again here. Flicks it on.
Ocean City with the throw in here. It's going to go Vineland's way. Stockbridge going to take the kick. She sends it just over the head of number 9 for the Fighting Clan.
See, directing traffic there like a point guard in basketball, pointing where she wanted her teammate to make the run there.
Great job there by Gonzalez to prevent that shot opportunity for Ocean City.
It's a great step by Vineland on the other side. I think that was Newton on that. Cascabas in some space. Still fighting for it. It was well defended in the end by Ocean City. Again, another opportunity for Ocean City off of corners. How they got their first in the game. Interested to see. Each time they've had a corner, they've tried something a little different. Each time, though, they've had someone on. Liliana Lopez in goal, trying just to stop her from being able to make a play on the ball. Substitution for Vineland. I got to say, there's a general concern about making subs on corner kicks because typically, again, you have some kind of idea about who's marking who. When you sub someone in, they may not know who it is they're supposed to be responsible for.
Great defense there by Vineland, looking to get this cleared out. Some big faces out at today's game. A couple members of the Board of Education, including our superintendent and one of the faces of RCSJ's Cumberland campus, and one of our former classmates, Chris Lopez, in attendance here, taking in Vineland and Ocean City.
Vineland, I'm hoping to find a goal here. Give yourself something tangible. You've put in a lot of good work in this game. Goal is a great sort of end product of all that. Hoping to see some of those passages of play that we got to see in the first half. And Nemeth was at the heart of quite a bit of those.
Through ball
Space here
there.
for Vineland. Working real hard to get on the end of that one. Back into the middle. Kaskabas. She's using her body to try and let it roll across her. Well defended though. That was a good chance though for Vineland. Found space down that wing. Just straight offside there. She's trying to time the run. She was playing on the halfway line. You can be inside your own half and be onside. Doesn't matter where the defender is. She may have just straight about be a leg offside there.
Good step two by Gonzalez. Stockbridge.
Carry the ball. Just couldn't find the final pass. Kaskabas fighting hard for that ball.
It's a
Wins
good
a
call
foul.
by the ref.
Vineland now with a chance. Set pieces can be your best friend in situations where you find it hard to create chances in open play.
Nemeth sends it.
It is a great ball in.
Just deflects out of bounds on the spin.
Had her hands on her head. She knew that was a good ball she put in there. She's really hoping someone got on the end of that one. That's good service. Now you have another opportunity from a corner. Vineland sending 6 forward.
Stockbridge sends it.
It's a great win by Nemeth to put it back in.
Just off the mark.
Kaskabas just matched up with a much larger defender, having to use all of her frame to try and just jockey her way into getting a chance there. This could be an issue for Vineland.
Just past the foot of Liliana Lopez.
Comes off a little bit of miscommunication from Vineland to get the flick on. Number 9 for Ocean City, able to run through. And you had people still recovering, coming back off of that goal kick. Just kind of has free run down the middle. Able to compose herself and finish nicely, makes it 4-0 for Ocean City.
I guess number 9 is just not allowed to be listed on rosters, as we don't have number 9's name for either team in this one.
Number 9, erasure. Koskabas with a half chance again. It's good defending by Nia Murdos on that far side. It's a great switch of play.
It's going to roll out of bounds. Vineland going to keep it.
Teddy putts for Ocean City. She's had a hard assignment today, but she's stepped up to the task just about every time she's been called.
Lexi Rosado takes the throw in once again. Ocean City going to make a substitution here. Katie Maxwell checks out. Hudson Scola checks in.
That's a great ball in the back post there for Naomi. Inches away from the hat trick for her. It's a good connection from your 2 attacking players to be able to find each other.
Lopez going to take this kick once again.
It's hard work in the midfield there, both players. Just caught in possession there a little bit. Stockbridge having to clean up. Rosado, well done. It's great footwork. Playing the creative role there. Just turns her defender, gets the byline, picks the head up, picks out a pass.
There's Ashley Rhodes on the finisher there.
She deserves a goal today. She She's put in a lot of hard work. She's been a big threat. This left-hand side for Ocean City. It's been a lot to handle. Finds yourself in the right position. Gets to tuck that one away. It's her third of the season.
So it makes it 5-0 Ocean City. Naomi gonna check out in this one. Great performance by her.
3 goals and assists, not a bad day.
Good save by Lopez.
It's great work by Rhodes. Plays it into space. Very impressed with this Ocean City team today. And we knew coming in they'd obviously had some great results to start this season. Like we've talked about their past, their history. They've had a great last couple of years. They've looked the part today like one of the best teams in the conference, and they'll certainly have their eyes on, late fall. Trying to make a run in states again.
So that one will trickle out of bounds. We'll have a Vineland substitution here.
Trying to make something of this possession. Koskobas looking for Nemeth down the line. Force Ocean City into the corner here, though. This is always a little tricky to get out of. Find it out of play it out of your back, all the way to the corner flag. Maybe that's a good ball in.
Oh.
Ashland Newton with
Just
a great
curves.
run, attacks the ball. Ball just spinning the wrong way off the inside of the post. She did all she could there, just a little bit unlucky. It was a great ball in by Amanda Nemeth as well. Been impressed with her delivery.
Stockbridge unable to get a clean touch on that one, so it'll go out of bounds and stick to Ocean City. As we got substitutions on both sides here.
Good step. his own back in the game for Ocean City. That's good to see. Injury wasn't too serious in the first half. Goes quick back into the midfield.
Good footwork by Cuccinello.
Actually, Rhodes just working down that left side again, cuts it back. Kaskabas picks it up, head up immediately, looking for her run. She finds Amanda Nemeth. Well cut out. Zoe Lappin coming over to clean up the mess.
Push from behind there, so Vineland's going to have a free kick.
This is what we talked about. Amanda Nemeth has had good service today, good delivery. It's an opportunity now to get a goal from this game.
Great ball.
That one. That was somewhere between almost being a goal and almost being a very easy tap in for Newton on the back post. Ocean City looking to extend the advantage here.
Great save by Lopez.
It's great commitment to come out, make a play on the ball. Ocean City about 4 attackers all steaming forward on that play. Finally, in the final part of this game, just looking to get a goal back. Like I said, give yourself something tangible from this game. Trying to catch the keeper off the line.
Just over the crossbar once again.
Agonizingly close today. Just a few of those. Best chance was obviously Newton with that header just off the inside of the post, but had opportunities if you're Vineland. That'd be something you take away from this game, is you still were able to create chances. Still times to be able to dictate the pace of play.
Off the rebound there. Goes Ocean City.
Joyce Slimmer on the goal there. Finally couldn't quite clear the lines, just pops up and she's able to turn and get one on target.
That'll make it 6-0.
That and the first goal of the day, I think, are the frustrating ways to concede. You know, the first goal off that corner. Felt like Vineland wasn't focused just yet, wasn't just set defensively. That one, just a bit of an error at the back, and you get punished for it. A team like Ocean City, though, is going to make you pay for those kinds of mistakes.
That one just beams by Lopez.
McKenna Chisholm, who, like we said, came back into the game.
Good to see that she's
okay. Tell it certainly wasn't the leg that was hurt, because she got plenty of power behind that one.
Just like that, it's 7-0 Ocean City.
The game's gotten a little bit away from Vineland. It's frustrating when you consider did have some good moments today. Kaskabas going to try and at least ruin the shutout.
Be a corner kick for Vineland. So we'll have another substitution for the Fighting Clan.
Stockbridge served this one in. I think if you're Vineland, you got 4 defenders back. Just throw some bodies in. 7 or 8, it doesn't matter. It's a good attempt. Newton tracking it.
Just off the touch.
Newton has been inches away on a hat trick today, I would say. She's had one off the post, had a few chances like that she's maybe just a half second away from connecting on. That one just needed a touch.
And that's the thing for the Fighting Clan in this one. They could easily have anywhere between 4 or 5 goals if they were able to connect.
Absolutely. You know, they've like we said, they've created some of those chances, you know, especially some of those bang-bang plays like that one haven't quite gone their way, but Stockbridge playing a little more advanced now. Long clearance, can't play it off there, gotta play the bounce.
Great save by Lopez.
She had to worry about giving up a rebound there too. Had to collect that. Chisholm was there to tap it in if she fumbled that one.
Stockbridge
Advancing it forward.
great ball, and Sophia Stockbridge cashes in with a great shot.
Was it a shot or a cross? She won't tell. She will tell you she meant to do that, and I think she might have. That was a great, great goal, though. And like we said, Vineland have put in a lot of good work today, deserving of a goal.
Was on brand for your podcast with fellow 2012 alumni Don Ponteri, top bins.
I think that one gets top bin certified for sure. Catches the keeper off the line just a little bit. It's well hit by Stockbridge.
7-1 the score now. Vineland gets their first goal of the week. They have one more game this week as well. Friday at 4 p.m. at Gatone Stadium.
Middle Township, just recently beaten by Ocean City 3-1. Gives you a good understanding of maybe the quality of Middle Township. Think about it. You've gotten to see Ocean City play today. Scoreline isn't going to tell the full story today for Vineland. They play like this against Middle Township, I think. Every chance to be competitive in that game. As Kaskabas serves it in. Janello with a shot.
And Obviously, a little bit of a different surface at Gatone Stadium that the Fighting Clan will be playing on. They've got the turf there. Been playing on grass this week, so we'll see how Vineland's able to adjust there, as I believe that will be their first game this season at Gatone.
Turf always plays so much faster. You know, the ball moves so much quicker on turf. There's no kind of natural divots in the grass to slow it down. It's always a little bit of an adjustment.
And that is going to be the game here. Ocean City comes away with a big 7-1 victory over the Fighting Clan, but Sophia Stockbridge gets on the board late for the Fighting Clan there to prevent the shutout in back-to-back games. And like you mentioned earlier, Matt, you know, the box score is not going to tell you the full story of this one. We mentioned the Fighting Clan could have easily had 4 or 5 goals before that Stockbridge goal there, and we're talking about potentially a tie ball game and they're still playing, or, you know, a 1-goal win for Ocean City. But with a team like Ocean City, they're going to capitalize on some of the mistakes and prevent you from getting some of the easier opportunities that you would against a less talented team. And Ocean City comes away with a big victory here on the road against the Fighting Clan. And for Vineland, you know, to get on the board, I think that's a confidence booster after getting shut out on Monday. You have another game this week, and I think we saw a lot of improvement. You know, it's tough to improve when you have multiple games in a week and only one day of true practice, but I think we saw a complete 180 from what we saw against Egg Harbor Township on Monday. That's a positive sign for this Fighting Clan team moving forward.
Yeah, we talked about it. You know, we wanted to see that performance from the second half on Monday carry over into this game, and we certainly did. I think that first half, Vineland played pretty well. The first 20, 30 minutes of that half, that game, I thought was pretty even. You know, they were down 2-0 at that point, but like we said, you know, doesn't really tell the full story. I don't think they had their chances, were able to possess and work their way into the final third. Finishing just wasn't there today. A little bit of luck wasn't there today with some of the finishing that they did have, you know, which I think is a little frustrating, but you know, you at least have a goal to come away with, at least some tangible proof of the work that you put in. And, you know, on to Friday, on to Middle Township, and just try and put this one out of your mind as quick as you can.
Yeah, good effort by the Fighting Clan here against a very good opponent, very tough opponent. 7-1 your final score. Congratulations to Sophia Stockbridge for netting that goal in this one. Big thank you to Doug Diola and our entire production staff for producing today's broadcast. Be sure to subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel so you don't miss out on Friday's game or any games, events, board meetings, and everything in between going on throughout the school year and beyond. For Matt Castorina, I'm Kyle Bennett. 7-1 your final score in favor of Ocean City, and we will see you from Gatone Stadium Friday at 4 p.m. as the Fighting Clan hosts Middle Township. Everybody have a great evening, and we'll see you on Friday.